Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. I want to quickly start off with Ava and Nicholas because I don't get this. I really don't understand how is Ava planning on getting any sort of money from Victor and Nicholas with that video. You know, the video that plays the confession of Nicholas saying that he killed Esme. But the thing is, Liz already identified Esme as being alive. So, what is that video supposed to actually do? I don't get it. I know she was thinking talking about, oh, Uncle Victor doesn't want the skeletons coming out the closet or whatever. I'm like, call her bluff. Why are we entertaining this woman? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I really don't. Um, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it's next couple of days they don't show Victor having any sort of side effect towards whatever that drink is. I have this weird feeling like they forgot. This weird feeling like they forgot about that whole scene about Holly giving Miss Wu the drink to give to Victor. I think they just totally forgot about that. I think they just wrote it and were just like, oh yeah, about that. Yeah, we didn't really talk about that. Maybe they forgot. Maybe they just keep watching the episode and they just forgot. I feel like that's what the writers are doing at this point because I don't understand it. I don't get it. Liz cracked me up today. She did. For all the wrong reasons, of course, but she did. Hmm. Oh, and we're going to get into the Marcus, whatever his last name that I can't pronounce, um, news. We're going to get into that during the live tonight at 8 o'clock. But, Liz cracked me up today because she's all like, oh, like what we're doing is wrong. And, you know, Esme, you know, we're locking up a pregnant woman. And I was like, Liz, it's my imagination that you grow conscious out of nowhere. She's not even a hook killer anymore. What does that have to do with the fact that were totally okay with Nicholas holding a pregnant woman hostage? I mean, you're making it seem like, oh, now because she's not the hook killer, what we're doing is wrong. Because what you were doing before, totally wasn't wrong. And at one point, she's all like, man, I wish we could sit there and go back and just, you know, I wish we didn't sit there and do this. I was like, sweetheart, unless you got a DeLorean, this whole wishful thinking is just pointless. You're not 12 anymore. You're like, what, mid 40s, early 40s, mid 30s, late 30s? Nah, boy, like, it's too late to be sitting there wishing upon a star now. No, you're in it. And she realized she was in it. And Nicholas is now all like, oh, well, you know, you could just sit there and stay out of it. I'll hire a nurse. Oh, you'll hire a nurse. You didn't think about that the first time. You just thought about dragging your old buddy, old pal, Liz, right into this. You may not accomplish the minute that you called her to come over and do this. This dude probably has numbers on speed dial. Okay, he's rich. Okay, but you decide to be a selfish POS and decide to get Liz involved. Liz should have did the right thing right then and there, but she didn't. I don't know if this is out of revenge or whatever, but now this is not to talk about the people that they hurt, this, that, and the third. I'm like, yeah, that's great. We already know that. We're not idiots. So that was something. Ava confronts Liz and talk about you're not gonna go anywhere. I'm like, well, what are you gonna do? You gonna have a fist fight with this chick? Like what? She's supposedly pregnant, so what is it that you're exactly gonna do? Um, you know, I'm looking at this whole Brooklyn and Chase scene, right? And here's the thing: Brooklyn, she definitely screwed up. Okay, there's no question about it. But you know, as I sat there and I've been reflecting about this for a couple of days, um, one second. Let's just sort of think about this for a minute. How long did it take them to finally get together? After all this stuff, Ups, downs, good times and the bad. Finally got together. She does something that's selfish, right? Cool. It's one thing to sit there and give somebody space and be like, you know what? Listen, I just need some time, some space. My point is, that it makes me wonder. They just give up too soon. I mean, yeah, what she did was terrible. Okay, I'm like, damn, bro, you act like she cheated on you. You know, you would sit there and think that maybe it's possible. You know, maybe it's possible that he actually gives her a second chance because the dude isn't perfect. Okay, he made his share of mistakes, and what she did was wrong. But I don't know if it's exactly unforgivable. You know, it's not unforgivable. You know, I felt like he just gave up on this relationship way too fast. Um, and now he's all like, "Oh, I don't want to sing for you anymore. I don't really care about Blaze. I don't care about the commitment I made with her. I just don't want no parts of it. I can sit there and find another job. All right, boy, then find another job then." You know, I feel like to some extent is that he's doing too much. You know, he talks about he doesn't want to hurt her or anything like that. And I get that, but I'm like, they're giving up on this relationship at this. They've been together for so long. You know, like exactly how important she was to you. If you let one bad mistake, it was a bad mistake, but one mistake sit there and decide, you know what, I don't want you anymore. You know, like how much does she really mean to you? Clearly, seems like she didn't mean that much to you. I mean, this dude doesn't even want to sit there and fulfill his obligation to another singer, to another promising singer. So there's that. Oh, Michael and Willow have a girl. That's it. Other than that, their scenes have just been pointless. And it's sad, too, because here's the thing. I don't mind Willow, and I actually do like Michael. Their scenes, though. Yeah. I mean, I listened to everything they said. I just kind of stared at my phone the entire time. So that's not saying much. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Um, Phyllis, well, I guess she's done with her other show. I guess the actress done with her other show. Is back talking to Nina and talking about she's texting somebody. I guess she's going to see where it goes. And I don't know. I don't know. Part of me is just like, really? Like, I mean, it's not like it's been like a couple of years or whatever. I mean, or has it? I don't even know. Maybe it has. I don't know. If it's part of me feels like it might be a little bit too soon, but the other part of me is like, you know what? Listen, Lenny would have wanted her to be happy, so you know, I understand that. It's like I'm very conflicted. They didn't really talk about much, but Drew was sitting there talking to Alexis, and Alexis was like, "Yeah, I was sitting there digging into that story, and a lot of the stuff she was saying was not adding up. I think her name was Denise or something. I don't even remember. But she was like, the firefighter story doesn't really add up. So Drew meets up with her again, sits her down, and he's like, yeah, there's no easy way of saying this. A lot of stuff you said did not check out, and I'm not interested in the back and forth, so just give me the truth at this point." Of course, Carly walked right on in, just walks right on in. Um, so that's going to be interesting. I can't wait to sit there and see how she's going to cover her little tail at that point. I love the fact that I got to sit there and say tail and not the other word, but got to make sure this video get monetized. So, you know, it's amazing. There's so many creators that sit there and just drop the F bomb like there's no tomorrow, and yet they get full money. This is how YouTube works. What else we got? What else we got? Dex and Josh share a scene together. They actually hug. Josh is a lot more worried about everything that's going on than she's letting on when she's talking to Carly. She's also talking about Dex and Cam and how she's stalling like there's no tomorrow. And you know what? Here's what I will sit there and say about this whole Trina scene. As I talked a little bit about before. But there's more to it. It's not just my quote-unquote pettiness of, Trina not really appreciating Rory when she was alive, so why should I care about her tears when he's dead? But they didn't really do much with Rory to make anyone feel anything for him. They had the perfect opportunity. They had months to sit there and make this character work. And they didn't. And that's another reason why this scene just felt flat. Sonny was talking to Nina real quick. Nothing really happened. Sonny came to the house to talk to talk to Carly, which Josh act like a brat. Nothing new. And again, Dexter's gonna sit there and babysit Josh because, I don't know, they couldn't find any other guard at that point in time. Now, Josh is sitting there saying, like, oh, she doesn't know how everything's gonna go down between her and Dex because of what happened with Spencer. And I'm like, what? Like, what does Spencer have anything to do with her? I don't get that. Spencer being a prick and sitting there sucker punching Dex because he knew he wouldn't fight back shouldn't hold any bearing on Dex and Josh's relationship. So I didn't really get that during their whole talk. Just didn't. Like I said, there was talks between Nina and Ava, but Ava's sitting there talking about how she's gonna sit there and get revenge by taking a lot of money from Victor because for some odd reason Victor is stupid enough to give her money or something. I have no idea. It's not really making a lot of sense to me, but you know what? Whatever. Anyway, with that being said, I think that's pretty much about it. Like I said, we're going to be sitting here talking more about the whole Marcus, whatever his last name. I think it's Columbus or something. I'm not really too sure. We're going to be talking more about that situation because, yeah, I got some thoughts about that. And I want to sit there and hear everyone else's thoughts. And then, sit there and drop it down in the comment section. But, you want to sit there and talk to me live. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We're going to be sitting there getting into it. So I want to thank you for watching. Be safe. And, yeah. Oh, also, before I go, just want to sit there and give a shout out to JOJ Media, a.k.a. James Lott Jr. He dropped this on his Sunday review with him and Frank on General Hospital that he's going to be on, State of Mind with Maurice Benard. And I think that is amazing. That is what's up. And I mean, I give James a lot of credit for being able to do that. And it's very inspiring, that the stars can sit there and look at us and see what we're doing. And, see value in what we do. I think that's pretty amazing. So, shout out to James. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe, and I will see you in the next video.